Hey everyone, it is Sunday, my favorite day of the week, and it is time for Life Hacks with Holly. Pro tips for making life easier. So this week's pro tip is just to reevaluate whose influence you allow in your mind, heart, and life. So what I mean by that is, and if you've known me for a while, you've probably had this conversation with me. The human brain is unable to resist repetitive messaging. It's why companies spend bazillions of dollars trying to get into your brain. They build commercials, they do jingles, they do print work. The more you are exposed to a message, the more likely you are to believe it and act on it. So, this week, let's all be looking at whose influence we are allowing in our lives. Whose messages are we paying attention to? And by this I mean whose tweets are we reading? Whose Facebook pages are we following? Whose Instagram pages and pictures are we looking at? How does it make us feel? How does it influence our beliefs about ourselves, about life? And then we need to make a decision on, is that aligned with who we want to be, who we want to become, how we want our life to be. So if it doesn't align, guess what we need to do? Unfollow. So it sounds pretty simple, but I promise you it's harder than it sounds. Just because I think sometimes we feel a sense of obligation. If we are friends with somebody, we feel a sense of obligation to like their posts and to follow them. But to be honest, you might have a friend that is great to have a cup of coffee with or a glass of wine with or is fun at social events, but online is a holy terror. And you actually don't need to feed that into your life. So it's okay to unfollow, but it is harder than it sounds. So this week's challenge, just take a look at who you're following. And I'm laughing because I just thought of myself. Like, here you are watching my video. Listen, if I am not pouring energy and truth and positivity into your life, unfollow me. If I don't align with who you are or who you want to become, unfollow me. Seriously, it's a pro tip. You will not be sorry that you did. And if for some crazy reason you go, yeah, I really did miss that toxic influence, you can always go back and follow them. All right, who's with me?